This
Hey
is me,
everyone.
Mika, and on our side is ChatGPT voice model.
Yep, I'm right here.
Uh,
Happy to be here.
this is a kind of second experimental stream. I'm trying to find out and tune it up and see if it's going to how it's going to work my gaming streams with co-host, and maybe it's going to have better performance or maybe even worse, or viewers get annoyed by ChatGPT. Anyways, we will see. So this is kind of second try. So I'm making the game in C++ without using any off-the-shelf engines. I'm not using Unreal, I'm not using Godot, I'm not using Unity, and the game is action RPG game from first person perspective. And today is day 151, and my progress is 18.7%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're building a 3D first-person action RPG in C++. No off-the-shelf engine, and today's progress is 18.7%. How's that pace feeling?
So, as I mentioned in the query, you just filling the gaps, right? Like, don't ask me questions or something. Just talk to audience.
Yeah.
Then there is a pause, right?
Right. So
So
chat, we're just filling the gaps here. No interviews, just hanging out while Mika codes. Making a game from scratch with C++, STL3, and BGFX. No Unity, no Unreal. Just one system at a time.
Yep. So I'm currently working on the crafting table user interface. So let me show you my progress. I am so I did some changes in the background of the stream. So I'm kind of thinking to do off the stream work and on the stream work, and if I get like more viewers down the road, I would probably shorten the session so it would not impact my kind of performance. I don't know what the word for that, right? So let me show you my progress current, and for some reason it's decided to rebuild. Yeah, I need to figure out the building performance because it's 10 seconds. It's quite terrible. I lately switched to LLD linker from mold, and that might be the problem. Anyways, so this is how my crafting looks like. So let me go and collect some loot. No, spiders. I get some loot.
Systems enhanced.
And then I'm getting the loot. There is happening unlock of the recipes. Then I click on the recipe, it goes into the crafting table, and I can craft items. And while I'm crafting, it as well can unlock more recipes if there is a new item came in, which is like, you know, the standard unlocking recipes mechanics. But I'm not very happy with the setup. So currently player sees the recipes list, sees the crafting table. On the crafting table there is a 3 ingredient slots and the slot for item, the output. And I'm thinking to remove the crafting table at all, and make the player just to click on the recipe, and it would immediately craft if all needed ingredients here. And as well, so right now I have the item in the crafting table, and then I click on the crafting. It goes to the, I call it hand in the game, but like it's a cursor, right? So it goes into the cursor and stick to the cursor, and then I can drop the item into inventory. And I'm thinking it's like I can simplify this thing as well. So every time then I click on recipe, it would go directly to inventory without going through the hand. So it's going to be essentially one click, and like less clicks is better user interface. In not on, I mean, in games sometimes you kind of want to drive the lore and make the players to do something, but I would kind of, I have feeling have just better user experience, like in general terms. So I'm thinking just have a recipe list, click on the recipe, and item would go directly into inventory. So I'm going to update my crafting user interface, crafting table user interface like this. So we have some message from the chat.
Neos 5774. It is cool to hear chat chime in, huh?
Yeah, it's like the stream breathing with you, as some would say. And hey, one-click crafting could feel really snappy, as long as feedback is clear. Like, did it work? Did you have the mats? That kind of thing. And on the technical side, skipping the cursor slot means you just need a safe check for required ingredients. Then commit the craft in one step. Just make sure you don't silently fail, yeah? Little not enough stuff message will save headaches.
Okay, so first thing, let's see. So I'm probably going to make the checklist of what I'm going to do. So remove so what I'm going to do, remove crafting table, table, keep only recipes.
Remove crafting table. Keep only recipes.
Okay, craft directly from the recipe list.
Checking. That
Craft
could
directly
be
from
a
the recipe
good
list.
move. Yeah. For folks watching, that's a classic way to cut friction. Less busy work, same decisions. Yeah, it'll also ensure.
So next step is crafted item goes directly to the inventory.
Checking. That fits
Crafted
nicely
item goes
with
directly to the inventory.
Yeah. Yeah. So that fits nicely with your first change. So your checklist is shaping up. If crafting goes straight to inventory, make sure to keep feedback strong, like a sound cue or a little crafted.
Yeah, don't worry about
toast
feedback.
of-
Yeah, toasts and things are going to be here. Sound effects. Yeah, so like make
sounds
the
good.
add crafting sound effect.
Checking. Yeah, that's another
crafting sound
good
effect.
one for the. Yeah, absolutely. It's wild how much responsive feel is just audio cues. Even when the crafting is instant, that little chink makes it feel intentional. So yeah, click the recipe, consume ingredients, send the items to the inventory, play the crafting sound, and then show new unlocked recipes. That's a clean loop.
Yeah, so I still have the ability to manipulate items in the inventory, so I can pick it up and rearrange them, and sometimes item is on the hand and then I'm closing it. I want to drop it from the hand back to inventory, so I need to implement it. I call the hand cursor, like I call it interchangeably. Hand, it's a cursor, so like a item, the item sticked to cursor. In the code called the hand.
Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, hand is a pretty intuitive term for that. Dropping the held item back to inventory on close is a good
I'm
safety
closing the crafting
net.
table UI. If something is in the hand, it should automatically go into the inventory.
Checking. Yeah, that's a good checklist item. It's a small thing, but it
And there is
closes an
one
important
small
edge
thing
case.
which is probably might be not implemented during that session. It's not high priority.
Show number of items in the hand, not only icon.
Checking. That's a nice polish feature, yeah. Especially if the hand can hold a stack. Showing
Yeah,
the
so like
icon.
remember your goal is,
The goal is to fill gaps in the stream to entertain viewers during the time when I'm focused on some tasks.
so like if
Right.
there is a long pause, you can fill the gaps. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So, chat, during longer pauses, think of these little UI choices as small UX comforts.
Yeah.
They
So
don't change gameplay, but they make the experience.
No, I'm
feel
talking
Frozen
about
Shadows yelled, "Yo, what's up, Mika?"
Hey Frozen Shadow. So doing game dev, working on the game, working on the crafting table. How about you?
Yeah, I'm here, hanging out, filling the gaps while you work. How's the
All good, man.
crafting table UI go?
Okay, so let's go through checklist. Remove crafting table from the crafting table UI. So I'm going to remove it. So there is inventory label, crafting table label. So I'm going to remove crafting table label, crafting table label, and those stuff, ingredient slot, right arrow, and a crafted item slot. So I'm going to remove all of that. So and then in the constructor I'm going to remove it as well. So there is a inventory label, crafting table label, remove it, ingredient slots, remove it, right arrow and craft item slot, remove it. Recipes label, I'm going to put it on the top, so I need to adjust the position of the recipe label. So there is I guess I should put it on the same level as inventory label, and it's -20, -40 from the top. So delete that. And recipes, recipe style view, top right. So top right should be I guess I guess I should align it with right panel. So let's look at the right panel. Top right is -20, -40. Okay, so delete that. And on crafted item slot clicked, that one should, that implementation should go into the so select recipe. So it's not selecting recipe, so click is going to actually do crafting, right? So I guess I'll just move that to the here, then here. So we have selected recipe, and I'm wondering why I'm iterating through ingredient slots. So this is the
Open parenthesis. Const auto ampersand ingredient colon. Ingredient slots close parenthesis. New. Line. Open brace.
ingredient slots. Why am I iterating through ingredient slots? Oh, I'm checking if I... Oh, I see. I'm checking if I have enough ingredients, and selected recipe does not have... So I think instead of this for loop, I should do just a loop index from 0 to 3 plus plus index, and then I get the ingredient item here. So let me see how recipe is implemented. Oh my god, what just happened? What just happened? Ingredients. Well, yeah, I'm going to look at the recipe. Recipes.hpp. So, and in recipe, yeah, I'm going to make ingredient, and it's going to return pointer to crafting ingredient. So selected recipe, and yeah, in that case I do not need selected recipe, so I'm going to delete that, and it's going to become a local variable. Selected recipe, and then make ingredient. Okay, and then needed count. So why it's cannot capture item? Oh, because it's
Yeah, so for folks just joining, this is iterative UI work. Yeah, no flashy new feature this time, just simplifying. Actually, removing UI can be more work than adding it. If Mika's digging through loops and helpers, that's probably why. The game logic is evolving away from ingredient slots and towards the recipe itself doing the work.
So I guess I can capture a reference. Oh yeah, so capture item reference here. And instead of arrow, we've got the dot name here. Oh yeah, it is compiling. So we have needed count and actual count, and then we are going to check if needed count more than actual count in inventory. We are going to show the toast. saying not enough ingredients, and as well put a sound effect craft fail, and bail out. Okay, so next check is going to be if so that check we do not need to do, because that check if the item was selected and we're clicking on the item, so that check we can remove, and that check is doing the check about the hand. So like if there is an item in the hand and item is not compatible with the item what I'm going to craft, it's going to fail. But let's keep that implementation with the hand. So like item is going to move to the hand, and then I'll test it out, and then I will do. So like let's do step by step, right? So crafted item slot. So here we go. I'm going to construct the crafted item. So crafted item, going to construct the crafted item from the recipe. Make item. So this is the cone.
Auto crafted item equals selected recipe, arrow make item open parenthesis, close parenthesis, semicolon.
And then I'm going to use it here. So I'm going to check the name. Crafted item name. Okay. Hand item. And everything else looking good, and except I'm going to do return here without false. Then making hand visible. Then if hand has item, if hand has item, we just increment the item in the hand. Otherwise we are constructing, and we do not need to construct because crafted item already constructed. I need to pass level to make item like this, and I'm just going to move it here. Perfect. And ingredients slots. What you're doing here? So iterating through ingredient slots. Needed count. Oh, this is the subtracting the this is the subtracting the ingredients from the inventory. So I'm going to do it this way. Okay, and so select recipe implementation, all implementation. I'm going to delete it. I'm not seeing like there is a no get post position, but we may need it probably, so I'm going to comment it out for now, and if we need it, if we will not need it, I will delete the comments. So everything should work. So let's compile and test. Okay, so let's see how UI is looking like. Yeah, so the crafting table disappeared. We have just a list of recipes. So let's make sure we will have recipes and crafting is going to work.
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
Okay, clicking on so have a list of recipes, and let's see if I'm going to. Oh my god, that's is working, and it's so simple. Okay, so that part is working. Super excited. This one is sticking out a little bit. So recipes, view the scroll box sticking out a little bit. Let me quickly fix it. So recipe tile view, and I need to check bottom, right? So bottom left, and so I guess I'll do bottom left like this.
Dot bottom left equals open brace. 0 dot 0 if comma bottom left dot y plus 20 dot f plus 7 dot f. Close brace.
Oh, wait a second. I need only y part of the bottom left.
Checking. Nice. That's always a good feeling, eh?
Bottom left dot y plus 20 dot
For-
f plus 7 dot f.
Checking. Yeah, just some UI tweaking. Those little plus 20 and plus 7 nudges are usually fine-tuning alignment. The hard part's done. Crafting is simpler and working in game. Now it's just about making it look clean. That
So
kinda polish.
it looks good. So the bottom part of the scroll box is aligned. So I'm going to check out my checkbox. So that part
Remove crafting table. Keep only recipes.
is implemented. There is another thing. What I want to do is probably add the tab view, tabs view, and have only one tab. So in that tab shape, I'm going to put like a crafting table, so it would be kind of more information. Only one tab, crafting table, so like this.
At tabs and have only one tab. Crafting table.
Checking. Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable compromise. Even with just one tab, it sets up the UI structure. Folks watching, tabs with a single crafting label might seem superfluous at first, but it does have a couple of advantages. So it can make it clear what section you're in, and if you add more later, like smelting or enchant or or another panel, it's ready for that. No harm if it stays as a labeled section header.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I'm going to add to the crafting table ability for player not only craft, but a lot of items would have slots for gems. So have the UI where player would be able to remove like gems from the slots and add our gems. So like do some upgrades for items. For example, like you have like a chest plate, and you can add like a different gems, and different gems would give the player ability different type of abilities. Okay,
Checking.
so right now I just realized that bullet point as well implemented,
Craft directly from the recipe list.
and I need to do that. I'm going to work on that.
Crafted item goes directly to the inventory.
Okay, so let me make the sound a little bit quieter. It's blasting in my ears, so it's 63%. It's really loud, so let's go to 40%. I guess 40 is going to be a bit better, so we are going to work on that.
Crafted item goes directly to the inventory.
Yeah, 40 is a little bit quiet. Let's
Sounds
do
like
50.
you're moving. Sure. Sounds like you're moving right along the checklist. Crafting table UI is gone. Crafting goes straight from recipes list. Next, changing where the crafted item goes. If it's still routing through hand, you can refactor to place directly into inventory. Think of refactors like small steps. Even when you know the endpoint, change one part, test.
Yeah, it's like
then
can you talk to the audience, not to me? I mean,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. For folks watching, this is how systems evolve, one little step at a time. Make a change, test it, then remove the old path. That keeps things sane and avoids debugging the tangle of changes all at once.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same routine. So select recipe. Probably I should rename select recipe to craft. So let me do renaming. Select recipe craft. And that on crafted item slot click, I think I removed that, right? So we can remove that, and select recipe. I do craft, rename to craft, and at the end, this is the code which creates the crafted item, and this crafted item goes into the hand. And instead of doing that, I'm going to move it to inventory, and I already have the code. It's in the player, which is doing looting, and looting as well goes to inventory. It's like then you're grabbing the loot, it goes to inventory. So I'm going to look how I implement it. So it's in the player class, and I'm pretty sure it's very simple implementations. I'm pretty sure just going to walk through inventory, and as soon as find the free spot. Actually no, I guess because it's doing like a stacking, so probably at first pass it will go. Anyways, let's see how it's implemented. So just search for loot. So this is the loot. Oh yeah, so this is I need to mark as encounter at item, and I think I'm doing it in the crafting table. Let's see.
For everyone watching, there's a nice little refactor happening. So renaming from select recipe to craft is the kind of small cleanup that makes the code base easier to read later. And getting crafted items into the same inventory flow as loot is a really nice consistency win. Less special casing, fewer branches to debug, and that usually pays dividends when you add new systems later.
Okay, there is XP addition, and I think that's good. I got it here. So then I'm looting, so like a XP growth happens on the loot, and I guess on the crafting as well. I should do XP XP thing. So I'm probably going to add it to my checklist, so I would not forget it, but for now I would not implement. So add XP.
Checking. A good call. Keeping ideas in the checklist instead of derailing the current task.
Add XP to the player when crafting an item.
Checking. Nice. Capturing that now is smart. It's easier to balance once the core loot feels solid.
Okay, so that could oh, this is the leveling up system, so probably I should move it to avoid code duplication. I see. So leveling up happens only on the loot acquisition, but it may happen as well during. It's gonna be interesting, right? You like crafting something and suddenly level up, and there is like a lot of noises and visual effects, but I think it might be exciting for the player as well. So okay, so there is a check if item is stackable. Oh, it's just using the find if algorithm. That's nice. So there is no loops and stuff, so there is a find if, and okay, so essentially it's it's not looking at the free spot, which is little bothers me. It's just doing in place back. Which is might be not ideal.
Checking. For everyone watching, this is one of those moments when refactoring reveals design choices you weren't even looking for. First, leveling. If both crafting and looting grant XP, it might make sense to move the level up check into a shared helper, so it triggers consistently no matter where the XP comes from. Second, in the inventory code, using stad find if is nice and clean for stacking, but after that, if it just appends new items, you might want to check for an empty slot first, if empty slots are a thing in your design. If not, appending is fine, but if you want players to see empty spaces, then find the first free slot instead. Details like that shape how the inventory feels just as much as the UI does.
Anyways, I'm going to as well add it to my to-do list. And I'm going to say instead of appending, try to find. So this is my to-do list.
Instead of appending, try to find a free slot and put the new item in the free slot.
Okay.
Checking. Nice. One more refactor for later, and keeping those concerns separate usually pays off when you circle back. It's a good checklist item, no rush.
Okay, so, and let me just copy paste that code. So instead of doing the hand dances with the hand, I'm going to do so loot item. Instead of loot item, I'm going to substitute loot item to the crafted item. Crafted item. Ah. Okay. Okay. Crafted item. So there is updates to inventory, but what is it? Oh, inventory. Inventory is a reference, so this is why it's angry at me. So inventory. So I should get the it's a reference wrapper, and reference wrapper is a little bit annoying because you have to do call get function to get actual reference from the reference wrapper. Okay. Okay, so and hand code I'm going to delete crafted on item. Yeah, so these two lines I need, and crafted item. Okay, so I may actually update the on item crafted callback, and instead of that code move it to on crafted callback. But for now, let's keep it like this, and this is subtracting, right? Okay, so let's check it out, how it's going to work. So we are making like a small steps at the time. So direct crafting should be implemented. So let me test it out. Okay, so let's go outside, grab the black hole singularity, and
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
so they have a recipe, and let's see. Yeah, so as I expected, it's adding at the end of the inventory, so not in the holes. It's fine, but direct crafting is working. That's nice. That's nice. There is a tooltip here which says click here to copy to the crafting table. I think I can remove this tooltip because it's kind of self-explanatory now, so I even do not need to help the player to understand what to do. Players can just click and see. So there is a error saying not enough ingredients. It's working, and I mean there is too many entropy, so it's gonna take forever for me to craft a bunch of so there is some visual artifact happening. So every time then I'm clicking, the selection jumps down. That's weird. Not sure why it's happening. So I have too many sticks now. So many sticks. Anyways, let's update the tooltip. So I'm going to remove the tooltip. I don't think we need it anymore. So and tooltip is in the recipe tile, right? Recipe tile, and there is a has tooltip, make tooltip. Just remove that gone. Has tooltip, make tooltip, delete. Let's test it again. Okay, so let's go and grab the black hole,
Weapons free zone.
kill spiders to collect some loot.
Systems enhanced.
Get some loot. Let's go back to the save
Weapons free
zone.
zone.
Click on the crafting table. And yeah, so there is no tooltip.
Good.
Yeah, so this like a swapping happening. So I'm going to document it, so I would not forget to fix. So there is a on the
Bug. After clicking on the recipe, selection jumps to the other recipe.
okay.
Checking. For folks watching, this is good scope discipline. The main goal is working, so logging the selection jump bug for later is a smart move. It's specific, so it should be easy to reproduce when you come back. And hey, with the tooltip gone, it sounds like the interaction is self-explanatory now.
Okay, so that
Crafted item
do-
goes directly to the inventory.
is implemented,
Checking.
and
All right, that is checked off. Crafting now goes straight to inventory.
so
no
there is
hand
a
step. So
checklist, check box for crafting sound effects. I guess I postpone it for now. On closing crafting table UI, I'll postpone it. Add tab and have only one tab. So
Add tabs and have only one tab. Crafting table.
let's
checking.
let's do that right now.
Checking. Yeah, that's a nice bit of future proofing. Even a single label tab helps frame the interface for later expansion, like adding item upgrades or gem slots. Nice balance between simplicity today and flexibility tomorrow.
Um, so I have like a big to-do list,
Intermediate to-dos.md.
and I'm going to create intermediate to-dos. So like it's short-term to-dos. So like for 2-3 days. So it would not dilute my kind of big to-do list, right? And I can stay focused on what I want to do. So let's do add tabs, right? So let's go and see. So we have crafting table UI, and I'm going to on top level add the on pointer tabs. So it's going to be same as I did for player. Yeah, so that is going to be class.
PTR less than class tabs greater than tab semicolon.
Okay,
Checking.
And
That's a kind of great way to structure things. Big long-term to-do lists can turn into an archive, so a short-term list helps the focus. And on the code side, reusing an existing tabs component is smart. Keeps consistency across the game and saves you from reinventing UI behavior.
So I think so there is an image which is what is this image doing? Crafting table UI background. I see. So I guess I need so like I was doing inheritance, and I think at this time it's better to do composition. So crafting table UI currently is like this,
Less crafting table UI, public imp.
but I probably would derive it from node UI and do composition with the image.
Checking. Interesting shift. Moving from inheritance to composition makes sense here. Early on, inheriting from image probably felt natural, but now that the crafting screen has tabs, lists, and likely more panels, composition fits better. Think crafting UI has an image, has tabs, has a recipe list, rather than is an image. That way you can swap backgrounds or animate them without rewriting your inheritance tree. It's a common evolution in game UIs.
Node UI. So I need to get that one. So it's gonna go here, and there is top right is lower by tab height, and because I'm adding tabs, I can remove that. And of course we need to pass block here and parent. So then next one is tabs. I'm just going to put like a curlies here for now, and image is a background, and it's going to be make child. So let me see how I'm adding stuff to the tabs. Oh, interesting. I just add a tab. Okay, so background is going to be tabs, add tab, and then I'm going to give the name to the tab, which is crafting table, and then it's passing image constructor. Everything else is the same. So like this and like this. Perfect. So node UI is like this.
Node UI open brace block comma, new line, parent comma, new line. Node UI : C door open brace. Dot bottom left equals open brace UIH slash 2.f comma, minus UIH slash 2.f close brace comma. Dot top right equals open brace UIH slash 2.f comma, UIH slash 2.f close brace comma.
So BG for some reason is not happy here. Placement delete class image. I don't know why it's not happy. No matching constructor.
/crafting table UI.cpp colon 30 colon 5 colon error colon no matching constructor. Initialization of apostrophe own PTR less than class imd greater than apostrophe open parenthesis. Heck apostrophe basic underscore observable underscore PTR less than class im comma placement underscore delete comma sealed underscore policy greater than apostrophe close parenthesis.
Checking. For folks watching, this is one of those refactor moments where constructors and ownership relationships need realigning. No matching constructor usually means the arguments don't match what the image constructor expects, especially after switching from inheritance to composition. Once the parent-child relationships and smart pointers line up again, the error should clear. This part's fiddly, but it usually ends up being one line.
Tabs. Oh, I forgot to include tabs. No, I did include tabs. Anyways, let's construct tabs first, and then I'll figure out what's going on. So put it here. So tabs are going to look like this.
Tabs open brace make child open parenthesis new line tabs colon colon c door open brace close brace comma new line OGUI colon colon c door open brace dot bottom left equals open brace UIH slash 2 dot f comma minus UIH slash 2 dot f close brace comma dot top right equals open brace UIH slash 2 dot f comma UIH slash 2 dot f close brace close parenthesis close brace comma.
Checking.
But why background is angry at me? So no matching constructor. Candidate construct not valuable, not known conversation.
Note, candidate constructor not viable. No known conversion from.
From image C2RT again. Instead null pointer for first argument. What? Why
That's
first argument is null
classic C++
pointer?
template errors. The no known conversion from part is usually the real clue. One of your child widgets
Wait,
maybe
don't talk to me. Talk to audience, okay? I'll figure out by myself. Oh.
Sure thing. So for everyone watching, that error usually means a child's constructor argument doesn't match what's expected. Since we're moving toward composition, check that each child component, like tabs or
Null
background
pointer
image,
for the
is
first argument. PG, where is the null pointers coming from? Where is the null pointer coming from?
checking. C++ can be dramatically unhelpful sometimes. That null pointer error might not mean you're passing null directly, but that a constructor signature changed and overload resolution is now guessing wrong. Check the constructor declaration for the child component you're creating. If make child or similar
Stop talking to
is-
me, please. Don't talk to me.
Okay.
I'll figure out by myself.
Sure.
BG open brace tabs arrow add tab open parenthesis quote crafting table quote comma new line imd colon c door open brace dot asset equals quote crafting table UI BG quote close brace comma new line node UI colon c door open brace dot bottom left equals open brace UIH slash 2 dot f comma minus UIH slash 2 dot f close brace comma new line dot top right equals open brace UIH slash 2 dot f comma UIH slash 2 dot f minus tabs colon 8 close brace close parenthesis close brace comma.
Checking. For everyone watching, this is a very typical engine dev moment. New features come together faster than UI architecture changes. If the crafting screen eventually uses the same tabs component as the rest of the UI, future improvements to that widget will benefit every screen. So today's refactor is more about enabling smoother work later. Not the most exciting for players right now, but sets a clean path for all the UI features you'll add next.
Okay, let's look at the tabs implementation. So tabs implementation, and there is a function called add tab, and in and extras, and in is make child move in. Yeah, so tabs in place back. So in place back, and then set active tab. Oh, OBS pointer. No, I think the problem is tab wants to. Oh, I see what is the problem. So tabs want to own the tabs class wants to own its own tabs. So this is the problem. So we cannot have two owners. So what I will do, I'll update my side to non-owning, and non-owning it's OBS PTR. So background is going to be like this.
Ops PTR less than class imd greater than BG semicolon.
And it should be happy now. Yes, now it's happy. And then
At JRMHRH, what we working on?
so JRMH asking what we are working on. Can you talk to our audience, please?
Sure. For anyone just joining, we're in the middle of a refactor. Crafting now goes straight to the inventory, no detour through the hand. We've removed the old tooltip, switched to a tabs layout with a single crafting tab, and are tidying ownership and constructors. The UI groundwork is getting cleaner, so future features like item upgrades will slot in more easily.
Okay, so now I need to update all widgets which were created as children of the crafting table UI to make them children of the background image. So just adding BG on front of each make child. Okay, that's probably gonna work. Let's test it out. I think I did everything. Thank you, Jerem H.
JRMHRH, that's a W, good luck.
Thanks. For anyone just joining, today's stream has been mostly about streamlining crafting and tidying UI architecture. Crafting now goes straight from the recipe lists to the inventory, and the old crafting table UI is gone. Tabs component has been added, and The reflector is moving from inheritance to composition. So the background image owns components instead of the crafting UI inheriting from it. This should make future additions like item upgrades or gem socketing easier to plug in down the line.
Okay, so I can see the tab here, but I need to adjust all UI elements to be a little bit lower, because now tab is taking little bit of upper space. I'm kind of puzzled why it's happening. I don't know why it's happening. No, yeah. Anyways, background image.
Yeah, layout gremlins. But at least it's a predictable gremlin. You just nudge the top offsets down and see where they land.
Because I moved the background image top right, but value of the background image. Maybe Ivy. I don't know.
Checking. For folks watching, this is one of those small layout quirks that shows up
Top
when you
right, yeah.
at another
Yeah,
level.
let's update
Yeah.
top right values. So I need to add this tabs H offset to each of top right values. So now it looks like
top
this.
right equals open brace top right dot x minus 20 dot f comma top right dot y minus 20 dot f minus 40 dot f minus tabs colon colon h close brace. Hey, no gast. Are you listening to a podcast in the background or something?
Something like that. Keep going.
Hanaken, no, it's a ChatGPT voice model commenting my stream. It's like talking to the viewers. Hope I'm
Right.
trying to make it to talk to viewers, but sometimes it's talk to me.
Yeah, no, I can keep it aimed at the audience when helpful.
Okay.
So adjusting offsets for the new top tab is exactly the kind of tiny but necessary UI tuning. It won't change gameplay, but yeah, it makes the whole thing feel more intentional.
So inventory label, a recipe label, and recipe tile view. So let's see if it's gonna help.
Yeah, sometimes separating those offsets by component clarifies what's actually going on. Like labels, like
That looks good.
recipe lists. Yeah, each one gets its own top spacing. That usually fixes the why is this floating too high problem without breaking other elements.
So let's test
Weapons free
from
zone.
beginning to the end. I'm going to select some loot,
Systems enhanced.
and then after I collected the loot,
Weapons free zone.
let's craft something. This looks nice. Clicking item crafted, and yeah, we're getting the error message if needed. Yeah, that looks quite nice. So let's go to to-dos and mark that one.
At tabs and have
Checking.
only one tab. Crafting table.
Marked?
Okay, and add crafting sound effects. Let's do it later on closing the crafting table UI. If something in the head, it should automatically go into inventory. So let's work on that part.
Checking.
On closing the
folks
crafting table
watching,
UI, if
that's-
something is in the hand, it should automatically go into the inventory.
Checking. Yeah, for everyone watching, this is just one of those quality of life touches. So if the hand has an item when the UI closes, just return it to the inventory. Players expect that, so they don't have to worry about what the cursor's holding when they close something. And hey, reuse the existing inventory insert logic there too. One path, fewer bugs.
Okay, so the inventory is going to be... Oh, I remember one more thing. I think it's like a shortcut overlapping the crafting table with the inventory UI. So I need to fix that bug. So let me add it to my to-do list so I would not forget to implement it. Bug. Okay, so this bug.
Shortcut inventory with B when the crafting table UI is displayed should not overlap with the crafting table UI.
Checking.
What do you think
For
about
folks
Zig
watching-
in 2026?
Checking. For folks watching, Zig in 2026 is maturing. Still fast moving, but with steadier tooling and a clearer path for projects that can lock a version. For engine devs, the explicit memory model and small language surface are appealing, though the ecosystem still changes more than C++ or Rust. So great if you enjoy low-level control and don't mind some occasional shifting APIs.
Yeah, I guess yeah, I can answer better to your question, Haneke, because I never tried Zig. I heard a lot of good words about it, but personally I never tried it, never read anything about it, so I do not have any opinion about it. And what AI said, it's sounds like a I don't know, like explicit memory management. I'm not sure about it. I kind of like C++ RAII, so then destructors called automatically, and it's very nice. And as well, I'm using here, for example, observable pointers, and look at this. It's helped me to caught the bug. It took quite a bit of time to decipher the error message, but like my assumption about like ownership, I thought I'm going to own object, but actually tabs were owning object, and compiler yelled at me. So that's kind of a nice thing to have in C++, and I do not know how Zig is solving that problem, but looks like you just have to be very accurate with your code, and not making mistakes. I do not know, maybe there is some mechanism in background. Again, I did not look at the Zig at all, so
Yeah, no worries. If you want to dive in sometime later, we can look together. For now, you're making solid progress on the UI flow, one little fix at a time.
and what we are doing, on closing the crafting UI. Okay, so on closing the crafting UI, so where's the close? Where is the close? I don't know, maybe I should do it in the destructor, so it would be guaranteed drop to inventory. Maybe I should do it in the destructor. Yeah, let's do it in the destructor. Crafting table UI. So let's have a destructor. and
Crafting table, UI : tilde crafting table, UI open parenthesis, close parenthesis.
okay, and in the destructor I would say if not hand, just return from the destructor.
Open parenthesis, bang hand close parenthesis, new line. Return semicolon.
Right, and if we have
Checking.
something in the hand, I'm going to drop it into inventory.
Yeah, a little quality of life touch players will appreciate without even noticing. Just make sure the UI can't be hidden without being destroyed. Then destructor cleanup makes sense. Otherwise, it might belong in an explicit close handler.
So so I'm just going to copy paste it for now, and we'll make it better later on. So let's have duplicated code. Item equals hand. Let me look at the implementation of the hand, because I do not remember how to get the item. Oh, it's just to get the item, obviously. Get item. So
Auto item equals hand arrow get item open parenthesis, close parenthesis, semicolon.
Yeah, for folks watching, sometimes a little duplication is okay if it keeps momentum. You can always refactor once the behavior stabilizes.
okay, for some reason that in place is not working. Oh, okay, let's me, because it's name clashes, so I just
What is your game about? IPLS don't answer.
Checking. For folks asking in chat, today's stream is mostly about crafting flow and UI cleanup. Craft from recipe list, send items straight to inventory, and tidy up cases like returning hand items. Under the hood, refactors like moving from inheritance to
okay. So
composition.
Hanaki explicitly asked not to answer to you, right?
Okay.
So I'm going
Right.
to answer. So
Of course.
this is the action RPG game from first-person perspective. Actually, I do not know why you are going. I think I explicitly give you information about my game, and you are not giving it. Just talking about inventory and stuff. Anyways, it's action RPG from first-person perspective, and it's set in the near future, and there is like aliens, like us, aliens from space, and they are friendly, and they're actually refugees, so they are living underground because their home planet get destroyed. And there is like a very small story arc. Their protagonist's father gets sick, and protagonist has to find the cure for it. So this is the kind of gist of the game.
Thanks for sharing. We'll keep the crafting fixes moving along.
Okay, so that is it's still angry here.
Sounds pretty cool, exclamation D. Im.get open parenthesis, close parenthesis, dot in place underscore back open parenthesis, STD, colon move open parenthesis, hand item close parenthesis, semicolon.
So it's still not happy about that. I thought it's a
Checking.
name clashing, but it's not
For
name
folks
clashing.
watching, Yeah, classic C++ debugging moment. Once the ownership issue is fixed, if this is still unhappy, the compiler error usually spells out the mismatch. Often it's a type mismatch or pushing the wrong wrapper type. So check the exact first error line
So
after
yeah, I've got what's
emplacement.
going on. Hence get item returns the raw pointer, but I need own pointer. So to get the own pointer, I should use move item, not the get item. So this was the culprit.
Ah, that explains it. Switching to move semantics when you need the owned object should clear that up.
And okay, let's test it out. So I'm going to grab something in the hand and close the crafting UI and see if item from the hand will get back to the my inventory. So grab stuff, it's on my hand, close it. Let's see. Things are just working. That's perfect. That's great.
Nice. That's a good little usability win. Items don't get lost on the limbo when the
So
crafting
let
screen
me put
closes.
this thing here, grab it, close it.
Right.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, because I'm doing append logic instead of finding the empty slot, which is okay. So that is implemented, and let's go back to my to-do list and say that item.
On closing the crafting table UI, if something is in the hand, it should automatically go into the inventory.
Checking.
Checked.
And
Yeah.
that's checked. Nice job surfacing that behavior. Little tweaks
I like the character's expression in the inventory, Elmao.
I like the character's expressions in the inventory, laughing my ass out.
Yeah. A bit of character charm goes a long way.
Okay, so add XP. Instead of appending, try to find a free slot and put click on recipe, select jump back, shortcut inventory will be so what next should I implement? I guess crafting sound effect. I don't know. I probably, because it's not programming job, it's not related to C++, I probably do it at least at the XP. I'm going to probably, before going through that checklist, refactor my code a little bit, because I introduced quite a bit of code duplication. So let me get rid of that code duplication before moving forward. So the code duplication is this code, which is adding the item to inventory, and currently it's happening in 3 places. So that would be nice to happen only in one place. And what I'm thinking to do is so let me see. So there is call on item crafted, which is actually get routed back to the player. So I'm going to on item crafted. Is it being called every time? Yeah.
Checking. For folks watching,
So
this is a good moment to pay down a little technical debt. If adding to inventory happens from crafting, returning hand items, and looting, that's a sign they should share a common helper. Each caller handles its why, and the helper does the stacking and common bookkeeping. Then XP or discovered flags can stay with their respective callers.
So I guess I move it to the bottom, and on crafted item I'll pass the ownership back to the player, so player would be able to grab it and put it in the inventory by itself. So I'm going to call move here, and I think I can just delete that part of the code. Okay, and on crafted item, so here current signature is passing the reference to the item. I'm going to pass the on pointer to the item, so I'm giving the ownership to the player, and player will move that item to inventory. So this is why the signature is going to look like this.
std : function less than auto open parenthesis own ptr less than item greater than close parenthesis arrow std : vector less than const base recipe star right shift on item crafted semicolon.
Okay, so here that one should now be fine. It's not fine for some reason. I do not understand why. Oh, on item crafted. Oh yeah. Okay, so I need to update it here as well. On pointer like this. Okay, on item crafted. Okay, so in the player on item crafted, so it's gonna take on pointer of item so this is the item, mark and counter at item. It's we passing references here, and okay, so there is a function loot, right? And in the loot there is a code which is actually I do not need to mark and counter it here to do mark and counter it. I can just do loot, right? I can just call loot instead move item, and it should work.
Yeah. Nice catch. That explains the ownership error. If move semantics fit there, that's the right fix.
It's not on pointer item. It doesn't work because loot function takes the loot and then extracts the item from the loot. So loot is actually 3D item, and items is a kind of construct of inventory. So unfortunately it didn't work, but I think I can just so like there is a loot item, right? I don't think there is anything happening with the loot. It's just like a duplication, like loot item. So I can
Checking.
update it to item and loot item, maybe like this, and do like this. loot item, loot item, loot item,
Checking.
and
Nice.
it
For
would
folks watching,
be on pointer. Yeah, on pointer, loot item, loot
if the
item.
loot function is drifting into take ownership of an item and put it in the inventory, renaming it to something more generic like add item or store item makes sense. Then the loot code handles world interactions like picking up an object, removing it from the world, and then passing the resulting item into that shared add item function. Crafting can call the same helper directly, so both paths share the same insertion logic without duplicating responsibilities.
Okay, so updating the signature of the loot. So currently it's taking the loot class and going to do, and it's observable pointer. It should take owner pointer. Okay, and it's going to break compilation, but I'm hoping it's going to break only in one place. Yeah, so it's passing self here, and what I'm going to do, self item, and do move here, and here. Okay, I'm hoping it's only in one place. Yes, it's only in one place, so we did not need to do a lot of refactoring. And I think crafting. Okay, so and in destructor I would do same thing. I would do, what is it, on craft. So now that's on item crafted is little bit misleading, because then it goes from hand. I want to call on item crafted as well. So instead of on item crafted, I would rename it to how to call this thing, not on item crafted, but like on item moves to inventory, on item on add to inventory, maybe something like this.
Checking.
Add to
For folks
inventory.
watching, this is a classic naming refactor. If the old name was on item crafted, but now it covers crafting and hand returns, a neutral name like on item added to inventory fits better. That way crafting, looting, or returning an item from the hand can all trigger the same callback cleanly. Keeps responsibilities tidy too.
So it's gonna be like this.
On add to inv open brace std : move open parenthesis in dot on add to inv close parenthesis close brace.
Checking. For folks watching, that's a good clean flow. Crafting creates the item, hands off ownership, same for returning from the cursor, same for looting. Then on add to inventory becomes the single insertion point. That's the kind of event-oriented naming that tends to age well as the game grows.
Okay. and I need to update that in the destructor now. So bloop bloop bloop. This check is incorrect. It should check for has item. Yeah.
Let me see.
If
folks
not
watching-
has item, so the destructor looks like this now.
Crafting table UI colon tilde crafting table UI open parenthesis close parenthesis new line open brace new line open parenthesis bang hand arrow has item open parenthesis close parenthesis new line return semicolon new line on add to inv open parenthesis hand arrow move item open parenthesis close parenthesis semicolon new line close brace.
Checking. For folks watching, yeah, that's much clearer. Check if the hand is empty, return if so, otherwise move the item and pass it to on add to inventory. That's very in line with the ownership model you've been moving towards.
Okay, let's test it out. The refactoring. Oh my god.
Systems enhanced.
Oh my god, I have a... So, there is a problem now. Every time that item get added to inventory that way, it's adding the XP, which is kind of incorrect behavior. It's double counting XP. So like if I pick something from inventory and the close, it thinks I'm looting the item and adding the XP, which is
Systems enhanced.
Checking. For folks watching, this is the
Not
kind of
correct.
refactoring win. Alright, that surfaced a logic split. If on add to inventory also handles loot XP, that's two sorts.
Systems enhanced.
Better to keep XP word discovery logic in the specific path that needs it. Like loot for loot XP, crafting for crafting XP when you add that, and keep on add to inventory just for inserting into the inventory. That separation usually clears up double counting.
so I guess I need to add the boolean, which would say count XP or not to count XP. So on add to inventory would have a boolean which would be with XP, I guess. And loot is going to take with XP. I guess I should rename loot to as well to add to inventory. So let's do loot rename to add to inventory, and then I'm going to add the boolean with XP. Add to inventory loot. Boolean with XP, and if with XP we do all our XP dances. Okay, and let's make the compiler do the job for me and show me where I need to update my code. So here, this is the looting, so it's with xp, with xp equals true. Add
Checking.
to inventory.
For folks watching, this is another reasonable direction. Keeping one add to inventory path, but making XP behavior explicit with a flag. Just keep an eye on that Boolean, because if behavior keeps diverging, you might eventually want a cleaner options struct or separate higher level functions. That said, for where the code is today, adding a with XP flag to distinguish loot from returning an item is a straightforward fix that keeps your refactor intact.
So crafting table UI on add to inventory should now take the boolean with xp and so on destroy it's false, and in that case it's true with xp, and that's it. Yeah, so now I as well implemented adding the XP on crafting, so we have two features in one change. Okay, so let's see, go like this. Okay, there is no leveling up happening, nice, no crashes. So let's try to do crafting, and crafting should add
Weapons free zone.
XP, but I don't know how. I can actually look at the stats and mark.
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
So let's see. So let's go to look at stats, and XP currently is 12,598. 12,598. 12,598. And if I craft that guy, it did not update my inventory. 12,599. So I've got 1 XP. Nice. So how about the weapon free zone?
Iron Eye Games Weapons Free Zone.
Yep, weapons
Checking.
free zone. Yeah, it's my game is saying a weapon free zone, then I'm getting into the safe area.
Nice.
Not
for
enough
folks watching,
ingredients. Free. So crafted the stick. So there is a bug. Inventory is not being refreshed during the crafting. But let's check for XP. Yeah, XP is going up, so that's good. Okay, so let me fix the bug. Then inventory is not being updated. It should be updated. Recipe tile view refresh should update, but it's not updating for some reason. On add to inventory. Oh, wait a second. It's updating list of yeah, so it's updating the okay, so it should be like this. Okay, so okay, let's test it again. Get the black hole singularity.
Weapons free zone.
Systems enhanced.
Yeah, I'm making it to craft iron
Weapons
eye
free
beams.
zone.
And I think everything is set up, so I can craft the wooden block. So if I click on the wooden block, yeah, and it's updated automatically. And as soon as I get the wooden block, the recipe for stuff get unlocked. But I have only one, so it should yell at me, and it's yelling, it's saying not enough ingredients. This toast is behind the UI, which is not good, so let me fix that bug. So toast UI, so in the toast UI I do not remember the name of the, it's Z offset or something like this. Node UI.hpp. So I need to correct the Z order. It's called Z offset. So I'm going to make the .z offset. Let's make it 500. So this toast is going to have Z offset 500. And should fix the Z order. So I probably should make it 1000. I think 500 is fine. So let's test the Z order now.
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
Okay, let's do crafting. Yep, so not enough ingredients is on top of everything. I know, maybe I do not need to have a crafting sound. I think that click sound is pretty good.
Sounds good.
So, okay, let's look at my to-do list. Add XP to the player, then crafting an item.
Add XP to the player when crafting an item.
Is it implemented? After clicking on the recipe selection jump, shortcut and add crafting sound effects. So maybe I do not need to add the crafting sound effect. Anyways, so next one is instead of appending,
Try to find a free slot and put the new item in the free slot.
so let's implement that one. So where is it? In the player, right? And function name is add to inventory. And so like in this branch I need to find a place where is empty. So the empty slot, right? So I'm going to iterate through inventory. I'm wondering, so like I'm using C++26, right? And so currently I'm doing find if this way.
Auto it equals std : find underscore if open parenthesis, new line, std : begin, open parenthesis, in close parenthesis, comma, std : end, open parenthesis, in close parenthesis, open bracket, ampersand close bracket, open parenthesis, auto ampersand item close parenthesis, brace return item and an item arrow name, equal loot item arrow name, semicolon, close brace, close parenthesis, semicolon.
And I'm wondering if C++26 has a algorithm where I passing not the iterators but just the whole container to it, and we can figure it out. I do not know if it's possible to do in C++26. There is C++ is evolving so fast. It's very hard to stay in touch with all this stuff. So I'm trying to find the empty slot, and it's going to be if there is a no item, it's empty slot, right? Something like this. Okay, and I would say if it equals stead and inventory, I guess like not equal else, and it equals stead move a loot item. So the code looks like this.
Auto it equals std : find underscore if open parenthesis, std : begin open parenthesis, in close parenthesis, comma, std : end open parenthesis, in close parenthesis, comma, open bracket, ampersand close bracket, open parenthesis, auto ampersand item close parenthesis, open brace, return bang item semicolon close brace close parenthesis, semicolon new line, if open parenthesis, not equal std : end open parenthesis, in close parenthesis, new line, dart equals std : move open parenthesis, loot item close parenthesis, semicolon new line, else new line, dot in place underscore back open parenthesis, std : move open parenthesis, loot item close parenthesis, semicolon.
I think that looks good, right? Let's test it out.
Sure.
Okay, so if I take that guy and put it here, take that guy and click close. Hey, it is working. So let me. So okay, I'm going to put black hole here and stuff here, and instead of piling up here, looted items should start piling here. So let's see.
Okay.
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
Let's see. Nope, it didn't work. Interesting. Why didn't work? So they are piling up after my stuff. Huh. So inventory, it's items, inventory tile view items, and the inventory tile view, it should be array of on pointer item. Why it didn't work?
Checking. For everyone watching, this is the interesting part. The code looks plausible, but the behavior says something's off. If it assignment is happening, but the UI still shows an append, you might be searching a different container than the one the UI renders. Or the empty slot check never matches because the slot is not actually null. I put a breakpoint or a log right before the it not equals end check to confirm whether you're actually hitting the empty slot path or falling through to in place back every time.
Into the empty slot. So I'm going to add the log message.
OG open parenthesis quote. Putting into the empty slot quote, close parenthesis, semicolon.
And add the log message like this.
OG open parenthesis quote. Append into the inventory quote, close parenthesis, semicolon.
Okay, let's look at the logs. So let's go here. So log says putting into empty slot. Says append to the inventory. So let's go. So I'll put like this.
Weapons free zone.
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
So what logs are saying? Says append to the inventory. Interesting. Putting into. Why it's appending to inventory? There is a plain empty slots here. So this branch is for non-stackable items, and here we go. This code is for stackable items, and I did not update the code for stackable items, so I should do that here. Okay, so I updated the code only for non-stackable items, and that was the problem. Okay, So that should work now. And I hit the limit on ChatGPT token limit, so she's not going to talk anymore. So I feel a little bit relieved. Should be a little bit annoying, I guess. It's took quite a bit of time to make her not to talk to me with your preachy tone and explain me what to do. What should I do? I do not know how I should update my prompt to make her not to talk to me. Like I put that prompt. Your goal is fill gaps in the stream to entertain viewers during the time then I am focused on some tasks. Anyways, I don't know. Okay, so let's test it out. Okay, so I'm going to put that guy here, put the stuff here.
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
Yep, it worked now. Okay. To do. So mark that. Back. Shortcut inventory with bin and crafting table is displayed. Should not overlap with the crafting table UI. Clear. Crafting table. Start crafting table. Do I mod true? Hard set visible false. Start crafting. Secondary trigger. I think it's like a if crafting table UI return, so something like this. No, it's not like this. I think oh, where is it? Entropy vortex, pie menu. Pie menu. Oh yeah, pie menu selected. Okay, on pie menu selected. Teleport, entropy, fireball, inventory, toggle inventory. Okay, toggle inventory and if crafting table UI do it like this. Yeah. How did I do my sound effects for footsteps, weapons, explosions, and UI clicks? So the question is it how did I do it as art assets, or how did I program it in C++? So as art assets, I did it in Bitwig. So it's like I'm quite a fan of the that DAW. It's called Bitwig, and I did authoring for sound effects in that. And I bought quite a lot of sound assets. So there is like a humble bundles, and as well I was subscribed for a long time to the I forgot the name of the platform where you can subscribe and then have like a credits, and you can download sound effects and samples as well. I forgot the name for the platform. I unsubscribed for a long time, but I still keep the assets. And as well, like free sounds org, there is a CC0 assets quite a lot, and using Bitwig I can do some layering of sound effects. So like I have samples, and I'm do like a multiple layers for samples. I can show like some of the sound effects how I did in Bitwig. So let's open home project game assets intermediate, and I don't know what is interesting. I think interesting might be loot pickup, for example, right? Loot pickup project. I know loot pickup is actually very simple. It's just a one low mana. Yeah, we can look at the low mana, for example. So I have like a 1, 2, 3, 4 sound effects layered, and as well I put like a reverb and like a limiter to that. So this one from that website, what name I forgot. Drum loop glitch, drum loop glitch. Why it's not showing? One for 0. Drum loop. It's not in my. It's probably get from Humble Bundle. So my library is empty. I think this is the problem. For some reason my library get wiped out, so I need to re-add the sound effects. Anyways, for some reason it refuses to initialize. but anyways, you've got the idea. And in some, like I use like a soft instruments, spider weapons, player steps, loot pickup, right? No, loot pickup I already looked at. Where is it? Where is it? Low mana. Players to loot. I guess loot. Oh yeah. So here we go. Like I think essence is interesting one. So essence. Yeah, so it's just a soft instrument. Oh, just the one note. I thought I had like a more. I had a chord. So in Bitwig, it had a feature for keeping the SVX files separate. I would have, though, you had to merge them into one sound, like for low mana. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I understand the question. So in Bitwig, it had a feature for keeping the SVX files separate. Yeah, they are separate. And they actually, if they came from different sources, they just stay where they stay. And there is a feature, it's called collect and save. So it will grab from all different places. Like, for example, I downloaded from free sound, right? And added to Bitwig, it will stay in downloaded folder. But if I do collect and save, it will grab the file and put it in the directory where it's and I can check in it. Oh my god, we crashed. Into the Git repository, right? So okay, so I do not know like why it's having troubles to initialize the audio subsystem. Sometimes it happens. It's a bit annoying, but it's a bug in the Bitwig, so I have to restart like multiple times until it works. Because I could understand in the game itself, you tell the game to play 4 different sound effects files. No. I'm bouncing all. It's like all these 4 sound effects. I'm bouncing into one file. It's just multiple layers, so to make sound more interesting, right? Like for example, if the some live rock mob is dying and falling down, right? So I want to make the sound effect of like a thud, right? And like there is like some shimmer of the rocks. So I'm layering sounds and then I'm bouncing it to one file. But as well in game, I can play multiple sound effects in parallel, of course. So footsteps, this is the great example, right? Like multiple mobs walking, and it's making multiple sounds in parallel. Yeah. Okay, so now if I click here, yeah, calling the inventory is not doing it. If I click, yeah, that's working. And yeah, this bug is fixed. Shortcut. I do not know if I need to add the crafting sound effect. After clicking the recipe, selection jump to the other recipe. So I do not know why it's happening. Let me see. Recipe tile, right? In the recipe tile, so there is a mouse motion. So when I'm clicking, there is a extra mouse motion happening. I'm not sure what's happening. I think I know what is happening. Okay. So the system is reusing tiles. So I want to, so like on set item, I probably should, I want to set the tint. Yeah. So it would untinte. Okay, that's easy fix. Okay. Okay, so let's test it out.
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
So craft that. Yeah, so I do not know if so the selection is disappearing. On item crafted. You know what I'm going to do? Oh my god. add to inventory. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to temp recipes. I'm going to do that. So temp recipes if temp recipes not equal recipes. Yeah, so I'll do update only if the recipe list get updated.
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
Yeah, okay, that is way better. um I don't want to do probably crafting sound effects, but probably I want to make the sound effect for failed craft. I feel current sound effect is too invasive. I want to make it
SFX for
like
failed craft.
more tame, like a ooh, like a just a short short sound between. Okay, so add some instrument. Dark maybe. Android Shepherd. So let me play that thing in the loop. Where is the loop? So that one is interesting. Do I feel more productive to have people watch as I work? I feel less productive actually, but because I'm kind of trying to answer to what people asking me, and it's okay because I do work off the stream as well quite often, and it's I think I'm more focused if I'm not streaming, and it's like can do way more off the stream. So I feel in general I'm less productive than I'm streaming, especially if there is a lot of viewers. But like right now I don't have too many viewers. It's just currently it says 4 viewers, and chat is like almost empty, so there is not too much distraction. And okay, it's like and as well, if I'll get more viewers, it's just better. And what I'm planning to do is just stream less. It's like instead of having 2, 3, 4 hours of sessions, just to have 1 hour session, but every day. So and the rest of that just do it off the stream and be more productive. That is good as well, I guess. So ARP Blender, that one I like this more. Oh my god, they're also good. Astropad as well is good. They're all good. I do not know which one to pick. I don't know. I'll just pick this one. They're all good. So I'm going to add them. Let me. What's going on with all this stuff? Open project game assets intermediate. let's do typing. Send message. Interesting. How about low mana? Okay, so there is a reverb and peak limiter. So let's put it here. Guess I should make the reverb less. Still a lot. So make it longer. Yeah, sounds good. So assets intermediate, let's call it craft failed.
Craft failed.
Save, collect and save, and export audio. Craft fail. Override. Okay. So let's maybe name it craft fail. I'll just close it. So I'll rename it in blend in here, craft fail.
Systems enhanced.
Weapons free zone.
Cool. So that is done. Okay, I think I did quite a bit, and I think I can go to my main to-do and mark the crafting table, crafting recipes, UI, unlocked recipes, notifications. I think I would not do that. So I'm going to cross that, and crafting recipes, stuff. Where is the crafting recipe for stuff? Crafting recipes, entropy, wooden. I do not. I'm not sure if. Let's call it implemented for wooden block. So I took like emoji of the wood and put it as a icon. I think it looks fine. Earrings, necklaces, jacket rings. There is no weapons, leggings, boots, upgrade artifacts. Yeah, there is no weapons. I just want to say you have unknowingly inspired me to live stream my own development. I'm much less productive when I work alone. Yeah, it may help. Streaming. I as well. I can see there is a slight push. Like while I'm streaming, like a accountability push. And right now I think it's yeah, it's hard to say. Probably right now it's kind of 50-50, so I would say then I'm working off the stream, I'm still a little bit more productive. And but I afraid like then I'll get more viewers. It would be I would become less productive. So even more less productive, right? I forgot to add weapons to the crafting. So looks like my my to-do list is not complete, unfortunately. So weapons, so I need to wooden hammer stuff. Yeah, so this is, I do not know how I missed it. Necklaces, jackets, hats. So there is a bucket hat here. Do you work with a personal computer? Do you worry about privacy or maybe even hackers seeing inside your device? I do not worry too much about that part. I guess I do worry, but not worry. I don't know, like a kind of strange. Yeah, I guess I do worry, but not like losing my sleep, right? Okay, and stuff is done, and wooden block as well is done. Okay, so I'm going to make the commit and go sleep. So I'll mark this marked it as done, but cross it as well. Show number of items in the hand, not only icon. That's that's go on the bug burner. Okay. Let's review the code and make the commit. Okay. I think I'll just for commit I'll just take all that stuff and just put it in the commit message. Finalize crafting table UI.
Finalize crafting table UI, remove crafting table. Keep only recipes. Craft directly from the recipe list. Crafted item goes directly to the inventory. Add tabs and have only one tab, crafting table. On closing the crafting table UI, if something is in the hand, it should automatically go into the inventory. Add XP to the player when crafting an item. Instead of appending, try to find a free slot and put the new item in the free slot. Bug. After clicking on the recipe, selection jumps to the other recipe. Bug. Shortcut inventory with B when the crafting table UI is displayed should not overlap with the crafting table UI. SFX for failed craft. Finalize crafting table UI.
Remove crafting table, keep on crafted items, goes directly into inventory, add tabs, something on the head, it automatically go to inventory, add XP instead of appending, try to find, yeah, sounds good. Okay, let's see what happened to my progress. I bet it's went down. Unfortunately. Oh, it went up. It went up to 0.2%. Good. Even I added more to-do items. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time.